What's up, everybody? What's up, MGTOW? So in this video, I just wanted to talk real quick about gynocentrism and just the social things around gynocentrism and looking at the problem if it can actually be changed at all. Because one of the things that I've noticed about the supposed red pill channels that are allowed to maintain on YouTube and get larger and larger audiences versus a lot of the channels that have been kicked off of YouTube is the fact that the channels that remain on YouTube, they really don't talk about changing laws. And yeah, they do point out hypocrisy and double standards in between male-female relationships, and a lot of people talk about bringing men and women back together in some type of social circumstances, but it seems to me that there's at least a broad trend that the channels that talk about changing laws to go back to a more balanced sense or a more balanced way of doing things, those channels get deleted. And you can say maybe it's their presentation and it's more like a shit posting style presentation, but at the end of the day, it really does seem that in general, the channels that talk about changing laws and changing social circumstances as opposed to just trying to talk it out with women are the ones that get banned. Now, you can say a lot of things about men and what men did in society in the past and how society was structured, but a lot of that was due to natural circumstances and things like that where men had to work because there weren't power tools and electronics and computers and things where women could do those type of tasks. And as the society changed and women could do more physical, or not physical labor, but just labor in general, men were willing to listen to women's, complaints or whatever in society. And they did sit down at the end of the day and change laws to be in favor of women. And I don't see this type of discussion coming from the female side of things. Even the women who are more traditional conservative or just feminist, even that want to be equalitarian, they'll talk, but they never talk about changing the laws. And like I said before, it seems that whenever people start pushing towards, actually saying that laws need to be changed, that's when they get banned, canceled, what have you. And so I guess the question is just, can the situation be changed? Because a lot of channels in different spheres, they like to talk that they're talking about solutions and present different solutions. And I think that's one of the reasons why people don't want to look at the whole gynocentrism / MGTOW type of topics, because so far there really isn't a solution to these type of topics. And even some of the smartest or most intellectual people, they shy away from these topics because really the only way to fix it is to change the laws. Because any sensible man looking at the current situation of marriage laws, the way that divorce courts are set up, and the way that child custody is set up, it's just not rational to get married. And people are pushing for men to get married to basically save the culture or save Western society because that was the original structure and that was the structure that it worked best in. But then they shy away from any discussion of how the laws are actually unjust. And I could go through lists of laws and all this other stuff, but you've probably all heard them all before, but you just don't want to talk about it because people don't want to present ideas that they don't have the solution to. And the fact is that it's something that should be more widely discussed, at least I think so, because if we completely break down the family and everyone's just an atomized individual, then society itself will break down and become more centrally controlled. You can say it's more communist, but either way you look at it, it's going to be more centrally controlled because everyone's going to be an individual. And that's not good for individuals in the long run. But it's just a hard discussion to have, because realistically, some laws need to be reversed and other laws need to be kind of refined, like especially child custody laws. The way that child custody laws look right now, you can see that most of the time child custody is awarded to the mother, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the divorce situation is. And at the same time, property and things like that are awarded to the mother, no matter what the divorce circumstances are as well. And a lot of people want to say, oh, well, it's not political, but it is political, because whenever you're talking about a group of people in society interacting together, there's going to be that state interaction between them. And so it does become political. And just pointing out double standards over and over and over again, while missing the fact that unless laws actually change, then there's no way to fix the situation. But, pointing out the fact that the laws are the problem will probably be the most easy way to get banned from social media. So it's easier to just kind of make a channel and say, hey, well, there's these double standards over here. Rather than actually kind of saying they're double standards, and the only way to fix the double standards is to change the laws, because then it becomes political. And then political things are definitely getting banned more than just kind of, women bad, men good, or don't date women, or don't get married type of channels that are offering no real solutions to the problem, just telling people to not get married without offering any solution to it. So I guess you can kind of see what I'm saying on that. I'll just keep it short. So have a good day and go MGTOW.